Okay guys, so what I am about to show you in this video is one of the most important things I can teach you about properly setting and adjusting your dog grooming clipper blades. If done even slightly incorrectly, it can cause serious injuries to the beautiful pups you guys are out there trying to help. If you're finding that you are nicking or even worse, cutting into a dog's skin when using a certain blade or blades, there is a very good chance that the cutter is not in the correct position on the blade. This can be true for any dog grooming clipper blade, whether you're using a 10, a 40 blade, a 5 blade, or even a 7F blade. The cutter must be placed, adjusted, and tightened precisely, or again, you can seriously injure your own or someone else's sweet dog. Before we continue with this video, I just want to remind you to check out the Grooming by Rudy podcast. We will leave a link in the description below. Now let's continue with this video. Okay, so there are three main parts to a dog grooming clipper blade. There is the blade, there's the cutter, there's the tension spring, and there's a socket. And of course, there are two screws that keep the entire blade together. The cutter is the only moving part of the blade when the blade is attached to a running clipper. The cutter is extremely sharp and must be handled carefully when taking your blades apart to be sharpened. When fully assembled and attached to the dog grooming clipper blade, the cutter is sliding at a rapid 3,000 to 4,500 SPM, so there is absolutely no room for error. This is the reason why I find this video so important to tell you about. If you are a new groomer, please pay special attention to this video because it will help lessen the chance that you nick or cut a dog. One of the main reasons why a particular blade may be cutting or nicking dog skin is because the cutter is being placed too high towards the teeth of the blade, causing the cutter itself to make contact with the dog's skin. This will always result in an injury. The cutter should never make contact with the skin. The teeth on the blade creates a separation from the skin and the cutter, allowing the cutter to only cut hair and never make contact with the skin. With that being said, setting the cutter too far back on the blade rails will result in the blade not cutting enough hair. The cutter must be placed precisely and on the correct location of the blade rail. So whenever you sharpen your blades or you outsource your blades to be sharpened, it is very important that you carefully inspect your blades while the blade is not on a running clipper. You can inspect your blades by running your finger up the blade to make sure the cutter is not overextending the teeth of the blade. If you feel the cutter is pinching your finger as you are running it up the blade, you must readjust the cutter lower on the rail of the blade. It is also a real good idea to periodically inspect your blades even if they're not due to be sharpened, and check for any loose screws or springs or the cutter not being level. I really hope this video helps you guys groom your pups a little more safely and efficiently. If it does, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to learn more about dog grooming and other pet related topics, again, head on over to the Grooming by Rudy podcast. We will leave a link in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe there too. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next video.